Well, by accident, we're going to be reviewing this Hercules 12-volt screwdriver kit today. So hang around. Earlier I made a post where I asked you guys what 12-volt impact driver you wanted me to put up against the Milwaukee impact driver, and not many people voted, but the ones that did, half or so, wanted to see the Hercules. So I was going to Harbor Freight anyway, and I decided to pick up the impact gun, and instead I grabbed the screwdriver kit. So while I got it here, we're gonna go ahead, we're just gonna check it out a little bit. We obviously can't compare this to this Milwaukee impact driver. It's apples and oranges. So we'll just unbox this, we'll look at it, we'll talk about it. I'll do a couple little tests on it, and I'll tell you what I think about it and tell you why you would buy this instead of just an impact driver. So let's open it up and take a look. Before we open this, I did buy another impact driver, but I bought that to more compare to this than the fuel because it's not going to be as good as that fuel. And if it is, I'll be really shocked. But I'll bet money that it's not going to be as good as that fuel. And you'll see when we get to it, but it is a super good deal. I mean, really good deal. I couldn't believe it. And if it works out to be better than this, then it's going to be the best deal that I've found for 12-volt tools to this date yet. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and open this up here. See on the box here, Hercules. I paid $64.99 for this, and it come with the standard whopping 90-day warranty, and they tried to sell me a warranty, which I didn't buy, obviously. So, let's open it up, see? We get our Hercules bag, standard with the drill and the driver as well. Got our charger. Comes with one 2 amp hour battery. And then there's the screwdriver. Also comes with 2 bits here and a belt holder. So let's measure this real quick. Front to back, we're looking at 6.352, 6.352 inches. If you don't know. Put the battery on. Let's measure the height of this sucker. It's looking around 7.888. 7.888 inches. So it's pretty compact. We can put it up against this fuel here. We can see they're pretty similar. Granted, these are 2 separate tools, but just for comparison's sake, we can see right there, they're pretty similar. As we can see, it has 17 clutch settings and a drill setting. So for a total of 18 settings. It has the 2-speed transmission. It also has the LED light, but as we can see, the LED light only runs when I'm pulling the trigger, which I don't like. Already. It's got the stank. So let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about what it is. It looks like an impact driver, but the difference is, obviously, is that the impact driver impacts when you engage the trigger. This doesn't. This is basically a drill that you can't use drill bits and drill a hole with. So what is it for? Well, if you're driving a lot of screws, this could come in handy. But as I talked about in my Milwaukee video where we was reviewing the 2454 1/4-inch impact driver, which is this here. And we talked about how there's a newer version. This has 2 speeds, and there's a newer version that has 3 speeds and a drill setting speed. So that enables you to get rid of the impacting which could cause problems, especially when you're drilling screws. You'll strip them out. So it helps not to have that impacting at times. So why would you buy this? You know, I'll be 100% honest with you here. I wouldn't buy this at all. I see no need for it. And like I said, I just ended up with it on accident. But if I was looking for something similar to this that I didn't need the impacting action on, then I would probably look at that Milwaukee Fuel, considering that it has the drilling speed as well as the 3 impacting speeds. But while I got it here, somebody may be interested in it. So we'll take a look at it. We'll drill a couple screws in and we'll try the different clutch settings. We'll see if it in fact stops when we need it to stop. You would adjust your clutch settings here. Say for instance, if you was drilling a faceplate on, you wouldn't want to crack that plastic. So you would want to run a lower clutch setting to prevent cracking the plate or whatever else you was doing. All the clutch settings do on these, it acts as a clutch, obviously, and once it hits a certain torque, it'll prevent the gun from screwing in anymore. It's supposed to stop. So we'll see if it works, and we'll see if it's got any power at all to it. So let me set this up and we'll take a look at it. All right, we're gonna start off here. We're just gonna crank her on up, just get it out of the way. All the way up. You know, what I've noticed here, I messed with this for a second and off camera, and what I noticed was when you get up here to the top, you almost gotta force it up to the last setting. I don't like that. I feel like I'm gonna break it. Maybe it'll loosen up over time, but let's drill this here. Got a little power. She got a little power to her. All right, we're gonna do this here just for fun, just because I want to see. Done already shut down on me, man. And it stinks, just like the Hercules drill did. This stinks, but I didn't say this in the second video I did testing that Hercules. It didn't have the smell it did in the first one, so whatever it was must have burned off. But this one here, I can smell it just like I did that one. We're going to have to call that the Herc stank. See if I can shut this down again. It's not bad. And obviously, that's not what this is designed for. And I know somebody's going to say it, but I don't care. I'm just testing it, buddy. So I just wanted to see if it could do it. And it did it. Got it all the way down to 1. It's stopping like it's supposed to. Let's go up to 3. It stopped there. Let's go 7. This should drive it all the way home. It didn't want to stop. So that's actually on 6. It's not on 7. As you can see, they only have odd numbers here. So in between 5 and 7 is obviously 6. So obviously 6 is going to be too much for something like that. So let's take it down to, let's try 4. It's stopping. We're up on 5. So the magic number is 6 then. No, now 6 is stopping right there. Man, it might have hit a hard spot or something. We're on 7 now. Things get hot, man. Let's go ahead and run this bolt through again real quick. All right, now we're on drill. Shut down there. All right, obviously, man, we don't need to torture test this thing because it's just a screw gun, man. So, I mean, it did what it was supposed to do. It stopped when it needed to stop, and it ain't bad. I mean, it seems pretty decent to me, but, you know, as I said, it's a screw gun. So let's go ahead and go back up here. We'll finish this video. All right, man, that was just a quick little video. I picked this up by accident. Maybe somebody is looking at this thing and they want to see if it's any good, and I figured I'd do the video. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably end up taking it back and pick up the impact driver like I was supposed to from the get-go. Now, this thing is pretty hot, but it's a screw gun, man. Now, with that being said, you want this thing, if you're doing a job where you need to drill a lot of screws, then you obviously want longevity out of the thing. You want the thing to be able to run for as long as possible and drill as many screws as possible and not shut down on you. It did all right. It's got a little bit of power to it. Power's not important for this. I just did it just because, and as I said, I got it. We're just doing it real quick, just a quick video. And all in all, it's not a bad tool, I don't guess. But as I said before, I wouldn't buy this. You know, I just don't see no need for it. It's a screw gun, man. You could use a drill and do the same thing. You could use an impact driver and do the same thing, but like I said, there is times where you don't want the impacting action, so that would be handy. But then again, as I said, the new Fuel and other impact drivers do offer the drill feature to where it will eliminate that impacting action. So if I was gonna buy one and I needed to get rid of the impact action, I wouldn't spend money on this. I would just buy one of those. You know, you could buy the kit, Milwaukee Fuel Kit, I believe, for about $150, $160. You get a 4 amp hour battery, a 2 amp hour battery. So you're getting an impact driver and a screw gun in one. And if you just say add up the Herc at $80, $90 for the impact driver, $65 for this, it's the same price. And you're getting a far superior tool, in my opinion. But that's going to be it on this. As I said, I do have the other impact driver. I probably won't post that video this week. We'll just do this one. Well, it probably will be this week, but it'll be later this week. I am going to shoot it maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, and we'll get it posted. But let me go ahead and end this, put this up right here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you went down and subscribed. I'm going to be doing tool reviews, projects, tips, tricks, and more. So I appreciate it, man. Till next time, y'all, stay real.